Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Hood Blogs. You may remember that we were Florida Hood Blogs, and when we were Florida Hood Blogs, we did a GoFundMe, a successful GoFundMe to get this drone. Now, the vast majority of GoFundMes don't reach their goal. We reached our goal in an incredible time period, and it was so encouraging to know that my subscribers are there for me. Like, it went from being sure, I'm doing YouTube to, okay, you guys are really supporting me, and that meant so much to me that it really affected like how we consider YouTube. Like, to the point where I took it, you know what? Let's move out of Florida, start our YouTube channel that's even bigger and cover more areas and do more things. Let's really put ourselves in a position where we can YouTube more. Like, it opened up my eyes that we have support. However, here's the problem. We did the GoFundMe. It was successful. We bought the drone. Somebody reported to the FAA that we were doing something we weren't supposed to because they were haters. So all this time we were using the drone, we never had a problem with using the drone. I was doing it legally under their laws for a hobbyist. Now, I consider myself a hobbyist, and the IRS considers YouTubing as a hobby. Now, I could have won this argument with the FAA if I had $10,000 for lawyers, because to my understanding, what I'm doing is a hobby. You're not going to tell me it's a income producing thing when it wasn't. Now we're trying to make it. Now, like, from here forward, I do see YouTube as being income, but back then it wasn't income. It was just a hobby. Well, the FAA reaches out to me, and we hadn't had a problem with the other drone. We had a drone just like exactly this drone. I went out and I purchased a $1,200 or $1,400 drone just like this, and I lost it making some videos. So I did the GoFundMe to recover the drone. When I was making videos with the drone, nobody got mad. They got mad at me. The haters got mad when we did a GoFundMe and the GoFundMe was successful. When the GoFundMe was successful, all the haters got mad and they reported me to the FAA. So all that time before we were doing drone videos, we had no problems. When we got the GoFundMe, the haters got mad and reported me, and then the FAA got on us. Now, there's people on YouTube who are flying drones over fires, which is illegal, over people on the beach. I can go right now and find 100 people on YouTube doing illegal drone flying in an inappropriate, unsafe manner. Nobody cares about those people. They cared about me because we did a GoFundMe and my subscribers paid for it. That is why the FAA was called, because of a hater on our channel. So it wasn't a problem when I was doing it at first. It was a problem when the haters got mad at me that my subscribers supported me. That's what led the FAA to come to us. Now, the FAA, I wasn't doing anything illegal. I wasn't flying the drone in an unsafe manner. I wasn't flying over people's properties. I wasn't flying over people. There was nothing on our channel that would have been a violation to any of the drone safety laws. So we were doing it right. We had it registered and everything. The problem comes that the FAA is now saying, okay, YouTube is not a hobby. YouTube is like an income-making thing, so you need to have a commercial license. And I told the FAA, I'm not commercial. I'm doing this as a hobby. Of course, they were going to come down on me. The only way I don't believe I was wrong, and I still don't believe that I was wrong for looking at it as a hobbyist and not as a commercial. And all the other YouTubers that are out there who find themselves in this situation, I strongly recommend to you that you don't. If you're able to afford lawyers, that you do consider yourself a hobbyist and not consider yourself a commercial business. The FAA isn't going to look at it that way. They're going to look at it as a business, and you're going to need some lawyers. I don't have $10,000 sitting around for lawyers, but if I did, I would have done it. I would have seriously gone and gotten lawyers to because I felt that I'm a hobbyist. I don't think that the FAA can make that determination for me. They don't determine that for me. The IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, considers the whole YouTube thing, as a hobby. So here's where the problem comes along. and why I quit ever flying drones. I'm done with flying drones. Okay? The FAA thinks that their laws are not going to discourage people from being hobbyists. I totally disagree. I feel that, to me, it's been outregulated like every other hobby. I was into pigeon racing before. I got out of pigeon racing because they got outregulated. They wanted to start doing drug testing on the pigeons and more regulations. I got out of the pigeon racing hobby. Then I got into fishing. Every time I went fishing, the Florida wildlife people came and they gave me a ticket or they gave me a warning and they want to search you because you're fishing. But I got rid of the fishing. I stopped fishing because I said one day I'm going to leave a knife on the floor of my truck and they're going to arrest me for it because I'm fishing or whatever, you know? So it was bound to create a problem. So I quit the pigeon racing hobby because it was bound to create a problem with overregulation. I started fishing. I did the fishing channel. The pigeon racing channel got up to 43,000 subscribers. And I walked away from it because of overregulation, laws, regulations. It was overregulated and I got out of it. Then I started the fishing channel. The fishing channel had 2,000 some subscribers. I quit the fishing channel. I quit the pigeons with 43,000 subscribers. I quit the fishing with about 2,000 subscribers for the same thing, overregulation. Every time I went fishing, the game warden came and he wants a license, he wanted that. I said, enough, I'm done fishing. Then I started doing the YouTube videos with the drone, and the same exact thing. Here comes the FAA people. The only difference is that the FAA wants to fine you $5,000 for each violation. I can't do it. And I talked to the people from the represent this organization, the investigators, because they're federal investigators that took care of my case, and they want me to try to continue the hobby of drone flying and providing the great material that I provided. In fact, they were impressed with my channel. They were happy of how good. They were really genuinely impressed by my YouTube channel. So even though they worked with me, because they were going to fine me, I don't know how many, I think they're allowed to go up to $25,000 in fines. Could you imagine the impact on my life, a regular working class person, to get a $25,000, $20,000 fine? I can't do it. I can't afford it. And now, let's say I can get a license for $150 or $200. I go to a school and I get my commercial license. I can do that. It's not a problem. It's $200 or $300 to fly this drone. But what if I get my license and one day by mistake, because this is all in the air, the drone crashes, or a bird hits the drone and it lands on private property, or it gets hit by lightning and it lands on something happens in the air, because you can't control these things all that well. Something happens in the air and now they give me a $5,000 fine. I can't afford a $5,000 fine. They've already given me a warning, so the next time I have a problem with the FAA, what's going to happen the next time? They already let me off the hook once. They were getting ready to slay me. They were going to give me $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 fines. I don't know what they would have done to me. They let me off the hook for I don't know how many thousands of dollars of fines that they could have given me for this little drone. They let me off the hook. They left me off the hook. Do you think when I have another problem again, they're going to let me off the hook again? No, they're going to slam the hammer on me, man. And I can't come up with a $10,000, $20,000 fine to give to the government because I don't have it. And I work too hard for my money. I'm not going to work for an entire year or 2 years to give it to the FAA to fly a stupid drone. So, no, I'm not going to fly the drone anymore. It makes me very angry, and I think that regardless of what those investigators believe and what they say, the reality is that the regulations are in place to destroy hobbies. They destroyed the pigeon racing for me, they destroyed the fishing, and now they destroyed the drone. So here's what we're going to do. You guys invested your money. This is mine. You guys did a GoFundMe for me, but it's also yours. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell this drone. I'm going to put it on the marketplace. And whatever, if we're able to get money for it, cash money for it, we'll use that money to go and do some more Florida videos. We'll go to the beach in Destin. We'll go to St. Petersburg. We'll do something. We'll go to Jacksonville. We'll go to the Tallahassee. We haven't done yet. We'll do some YouTube videos. So I'm gonna put this on the marketplace and we're gonna sell it. Okay? I'm gonna sell my drone. I was gonna keep it as a military item, as a self-defense thing, because this is really a military thing, man. I mean, you can fly this thing for 4 miles. If there's ever an emergency, if there's ever a crisis, this is a military grade thing to have. You know, so I was going to keep this kind of in an apocalyptic situation or some sort, where there's a war and you have to escape or something, or who knows what. This is a military grade thing. I was going to keep it as a backup, but that's not the right thing to do. This thing's been sitting in the closet for 3 months now doing nothing. You guys paid for this. Let's grab these resources and put them to use for making YouTube videos. So I'm going to put on the marketplace to sell. Now I'm in Alabama now. On eBay, they're not going for like $600 or $700. I'm not going to give it away for $600 or $700. I'm going to put it on the local marketplace for $1,000 or $900 or something like that and see what I can get for it. We'll use that as a traveling fund for our channel. I want to go to Louisville, Kentucky. I want to go to Florida to make videos for you guys. We'll use that money for that. Now, this is Alabama. There's not a lot of cash money moving here. What I might do is offer a trade. If we can get other recording equipment, maybe we can get an ATV and we can make videos on an ATV. Maybe I can get, the hunting season's right around the corner. Maybe I can get some trade for hunting equipment, and then we can make some hunting videos. It's pretty much, at this point, I'm gonna just put trade for other. So, and whatever that other is, we'll make sure that it's something we can use for the channel. So we're gonna trade the drone hobby for cameras. I'm gonna say I want cameras. Let's see what's out there. If there's something that I can get my hands on that I can use to make YouTube videos with, and I'll have to be very flexible on whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but we have to do something. We can't just let it sit because right now it's in a closet. It's doing nothing for me. It's doing nothing for you. And you guys supported me, man. Like, most GoFundMe's fail. You guys ran a successful GoFundMe to get me this camera so we can make some amazing videos. And now we've been out-regulated. And yes, I could get the license, but what happens when I get a $5,000 fine? We're gonna have to do a GoFundMe to come up with $10,000 to give to the FAA. We can't do it, so it hurts me. I love this thing. This thing was my passion for a long time. It's an incredible hobby if you're a hobbyist, but they don't want to consider me a hobbyist. They want to consider me commercial, and I've already got warnings. So the next time they're gonna find me, they're not gonna let me go off the hook again. And then, not that I'm doing stupid stuff with it, but like I said, a bird hits this thing and lands on private property, and I got a $5,000-$10,000 fine, and I can't do it. So what I'm gonna put is I want to trade for recording equipment. Maybe an ATV would be cool, because I can do some awesome videos. If I can get a really nice bicycle, remember in Florida we used to do bicycle videos. If we can get a really nice, really comfortable bicycle, I can put a camera on the bicycle, and we can do riding downtown videos, bicycle videos. I'm gonna be flexible with what I can get because again, we're in Alabama, so we have to be flexible. It's not gonna be what I want. Are you guys interested in firearms? Because we've done a few videos with firearms already, and I would like to upgrade to a heavier firearm. Maybe there's a lot of, I'm pretty sure when I put trade, the first thing somebody's gonna send me is a picture of a firearm. Are you guys okay with that? Because again, this isn't my decision. This is you guys' decision because you guys are the ones who paid for this. So we have also a lot of, we have this gimbal, we have 2 iPhones, we have laptops, computers, programs. We have a lot of equipment that we use for our YouTube channel that we need to protect. So if I got a firearm, another firearm of a heavier caliber, that would also protect all the other things we have on this property that are related to the YouTube channel. I don't know. I want to hear you guys' opinions on what you guys think I should do. And most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell or trade. And the reason I'm going to try to trade is because pretty much in Alabama, I doubt, like I'm seeing what they're going for on eBay. I also had an option of taking it to a pawn shop, but I think that's selling ourselves too cheap. So for now, it's going to sit in the closet. We're going to see what type of offers we get. I think trade is probably more likely than sale. So, that's the most, it served its purpose already for the channel. We did videos with the drone. It served its purpose, but I want to keep prolonging the service. So, I don't think we're going to get many cash offers, but if we get a cash offer That's hotel and gas money. Louisville, Kentucky, back to Florida, whatever you guys. Now we're 3 hours away from Pensacola, Panama City Beach, Destin. We were 11 hours from Pensacola. We were 10 hours